is happening, and welcome to another Photography Talk episode, actually 127. And friends, we have some pretty cool stuff happening this week. Actually, the big news this week is that DJI just dropped a new drone. It's the Mini 3 Pro. We've got the details coming up. Now, we're also going to talk about some confirmed specs of the EOS R7, which we've been kind of talking about over the last couple weeks and focusing on some of the rumors. But now we have some specs that look pretty cool. This thing's not going to disappoint. Now, also, Fuji also has a new camera coming up. Well, actually, two new cameras. Now, we have the scoop on those as well. But first, guys, look, every single week we put videos together like this in small little bite-sized little news nuggets to help keep you guys informed as far as what's happening in the photography space. Now, of course, if we are successful and you find some value with this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. Crushing it is going to really help with the whole YouTube algorithm, and that, my friends, we are very appreciative. That said, let's get on to this week's headlines. Now, the newest member of the DJI drone family is here, and it is the Mini 3 Pro. Now, this sucker has a 48 megapixel camera, a 1/1.3 inch sensor, dual ISO. This thing can shoot 4K video up to 60 frames per second, and you get all of this in a drone that weighs less than 249 grams. Now, usually drones this small don't have a ton of features, but we're seeing a pattern here from DJI. If you look at the drones that they've been releasing over the course of the last 5-7 years, every single one of these drones seems to really outplay what came before that, and they really managed to cram a lot more. It's funny, when the Mini first came out, it was a fun drone. For me personally, I thought it was more novelty. I ended up giving it to my 6-year-old son. Actually, he was 5 at the time, and he would have a blast flying this thing. I didn't see it as a serious tool. This new one right here, boy, they really raised the bar. Now, the Mini 3 Pro has obstacle sensing in 3 directions. You have active track and flight time of up to 34 minutes. Now, it should be noted that there's 2 batteries that are available for this thing. The smaller battery, which falls underneath the 249 grams, will give you 34 minutes or around 34 minutes of flight time. Now, they also have a larger battery that will give you upwards. Now, the larger battery is going to throw you over that 249 grams. I think it's right around 288. It puts the drone at 288 grams, but you're also getting upwards of 44 minutes of flight time. That's pretty awesome. Now, something else that's quite unique to this drone as well, it has a gimbal that can turn 90 degrees, so the camera can actually shoot in vertical orientation. Now, the camera lens has a large, now this is a 1.7 aperture. So this means, man, this thing could be really good or pretty decent at low light photography and also video work. The drone's camera also has the ability to zoom as well. So you can digitally zoom at 2x in 4K, 3x in 2.7K, and 4x for full HD footage. Now, you can also shoot HDR video at up to 30 frames per second as well. Now, the Mini 3 also features DJI's Advanced Pilot Assistant System. Now, this is a 4.0, so the drone automatically detects obstacles and it will chart a safe course around them. Now, likewise, the drone also has a focus track, so it can automatically follow a subject and keep it in the center of the frame while automatically plotting a flight path around certain obstacles. In other words, DJI they weren't kidding around when they said that they wanted to cram this little guy full of all this technology. They really hit a home run here. Now, add to that the new DJI RC controller that's small, it's lightweight. This thing has a 5.5-inch touchscreen. DJI Fly app is also pre-installed on it as well. So you may be asking,
Alex, hey, what is the price?
So when the DJI Mini 3 Pro is released, it'll be at $669 without a controller. The price is at $759 with the DJI RC N1 controller. And with the new DJI RC controller, the price is going to be at $909. Now, I jumped over to Adorama and was looking at, right now it's available for pre-order, and they're saying that shipping should take place around $628 or so. But yeah, so if you want to, like a lot of stuff that we've been speaking about since the pandemic and so forth, you really don't know what the supply chain is going to look like. So if you want one of these things, well, you may want to get your order in sooner than later. So if there is supply issues, well, you're on the front of the list of getting one of these things. Now, Canon Rumors reported that they have confirmation of some of the EOS R7 specs. Now, expected, it's going to be an APS-C camera, but reports show that it will have a 32.5 megapixel sensor with dual pixel autofocus. Now, like the 7D and the 7D Mark II, the EOS R7 will be blazing fast with a continuous shooting speed of up to 15 frames per second. Now, that's with the mechanical shutter. You're able to double that with the electronic shutter, so you're getting 30 frames per second. Now, the camera will also feature 4K video at up to 60 frames per second and 1080p video at up to 120 frames per second. Now, there's also 2 UHS-2 card slots and IBIS, which is super awesome. This camera is really looking to be something pretty amazing here. Now, rumors also point to an official announcement coming up this summer, possibly even as early as next month. Now, in other Canon news, rumors indicate that there will be a second APS-C EOS R camera coming soon, and this is going to be called the R10. Now, this is going to be speculations point rather, that this will be the replacement to the EOS M6 Mark II that, of course, I think it was last week or the week before we spoke about being discontinued. Now that, especially if it's a small form factor, that's going to be something that I know myself I'll be interested in. Now, additionally, Canon is expected to announce 2 RFS lenses. Now, these APS-C cameras, or for these APS-C cameras. Now, one lens, and we spoke about this last week as well, is kind of scheduled to be the 18, or is thought to be the 18 to 45 millimeter 3.5 to 5.6 variety, and the other will likely be something like an 18 to 150, and that will be an f3.5 to 6.3. Now, it's also reported that all these items will be announced likely in the upcoming weeks, so stay tuned, guys. Canon's not the only company with a new camera coming soon. Fuji's new XH2S is an APS-C camera that's rumored to have a 26 megapixel back-illuminated sensor. Now, rumors also indicate that the camera will have a 6K video, a flip screen, and a full-size HDMI port. There's also a higher-end XH2 with a 40 megapixel back-illuminated stacked APS sensor in development as well. Now, that camera is rumored to have 8K video capabilities. Now, in both cases, these cameras are expected to be announced by the end of this month, which isn't just exciting for Fuji people, but this is also exciting for camera people in general. And let me share why. If these specs pan out, they're going to push the limits of what APS-C cameras offer in terms of specs and features. And if Fuji pulls this off, it also means that other camera companies are going to follow suit to be able to compete. So which means the next round of APS-C cameras from these other companies could be much better, and that is a good thing. Well, friends, that is all we have for headlines this week. Now remember, you've got one last chance to enter our current giveaway before it ends this Friday. So we have 3 awesome prizes up for the grabs. We have the Holdfast Gear Remographer, we have a 128 gig SanDisk SD card, and of course, the old faithful, the $100 Adorama gift card. As always, entering the giveaways is really simple. Step 1, like this video, subscribe to our channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chances that you, my friend, have of winning. So get watching some of our other videos and leave some comments. Step 3, register on Photography Talk and introduce yourself in the forum. Now, if you happen to register on the site during one of the last giveaways, you're still eligible to win. But as I keep saying over and over again here, swing on by, say hello, post some photos. We would love to see you. And friend, that is it. For complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on Photography Talk or how to say hello in the forum, check out the description below. And one other thing before we go jumping off here, if you enjoy this sort of content, be sure to head over to Photography Talk, sign up for an account. It's free to do so, and it gives you access to literally thousands of photography related articles on gear review, photography tutorials, and much, much more. So take a moment, sign up for an account, and get access to material that will certainly help you take your best shot. All right, friend, and that is it for me here today. So it's that time of the video where I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff. So if you found some value with this video, hit that like button, consider hitting the subscribe button, and last but not least, so therefore you don't miss a single video like this one, hit that bell so therefore you receive a notification from YouTube. And yeah, well, that is all I have. So I'm going to be jumping out of my studio. So friends, you get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.